What's up guys, Giles here from Giles FBA, and today we're going to be analyzing some Keepa graphs. So yeah, let's get right into it. We're looking at the Stanley Ice Blow listing. 3 months down here, you can see the pink means Amazon's in stock here. You tend to want to stay away from listings that Amazon has stock in. But as you can see with this one, there's white spaces here. And new pops up here at $52. I mean, even here it was up to 66, 68. So for instance, on this one, what we were doing, especially during this period right here, we were buying directly off Stanley when these were restocking, and we were sending them in to FBA, or we were just FBMing them while Amazon was out of stock. You can also be buying while Amazon's in stock here and do an Amazon to Amazon play. You can see here Amazon was in stock for 31 all throughout here. And then right whenever Amazon sells out, it jumps up to $52.99, $55. Let's say we made that play. We bought it for 31. It jumped up to $55. We're looking at a net profit of $9.82 with the FBA. FBM obviously would be a little bit different, $15.75, but that's excluding the FBM label. So you'd have to add, I don't know, $6 to $8 shipping there. So yeah, this would obviously be a good play. Now that Amazon's starting to hold stock a little longer here, it's kind of looking like this. Not sure if I'll be restocking on these. But during this period, especially, like I said, we saw it get up to $68. For instance, we were buying them for, let's say, 35, selling for 68. We're seeing a profit margin of $22.80, which is unreal. So this is kind of a Keepa chart of Amazon in and out of the listing. It's definitely risky here, just because Amazon could come back any second. Like now, for example, and stay in stock forever. So yeah, it's definitely risky compared to these other listings we are going to be looking at. I would suggest to stay off most of them. Now, Stanley is kind of an outlier. Like for instance, this entire listing sells almost 60,000 times a month, and the Lavengers do sell really good. So this is kind of an outlier here, but I mean, people made a ton of money through, August 5th to August 22nd, 23rd-ish. And then even during these smaller drought periods, people were still making a ton of money there.
Hey, before Giles jumps into the next few products, just want to make sure that you know that he is heavily utilizing both Seller Amp and Keepa, which are both essential softwares if you want to get into Amazon FBA. In the top of the description below will be referral links to both Seller Amp and Keepa. For Seller Amp, if you utilize the referral link, you will get 50% off your first month. And then obviously there'll be the Keepa link below as well. Whenever you get into Amazon, some of the softwares can be optional, but both Seller Amp and Keepa are absolutely essential. Everyone has them, no exceptions.
All right, let's move on to this next graph we'll be looking at. This is the ideal graph that you kind of want to look at here, or let's pull it out to the 3 months. We're looking at all this pink right here is the buy box. Pink is good. And then blue down here is offer counts. So August 1st, let's look at this. Buy box was sitting anywhere between 13 and it jumped up to $20 randomly here, but let's call it $14. 44 sellers, a decent amount of sellers on the listing. And then you just see the BSR being down here at 7, 5, 6, 4. It's making this product move super quick. So you can see sellers starting to drop off. And then the price right here is starting to rise. So this is exactly what you want to see on a graph. This pink go up, which is the buy box. This blue down here, offer count, go down. And you can even see the BSR staying kind of here. And as the buy box kind of goes up, the BSR is still, it's still super low. It's 9, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18. And then obviously as it goes out of stock, the BSR is going to go up just due to there not being any stock. But yeah, you can see here no stock. This guy came in for $11.85. I'm not sure why he was priced at $11.85. There's a guy in stock right now for $24.99. Yeah, it looks like he upped his price. Sales by, yeah, so it looks like they upped their price to $24.99. I'm assuming they bought it a week or two ago. It just got checked into FBA. And yeah, the price low. Now, obviously, it's out of stock. He's the only guy with stock, so he's going to price it super high, right? So if you can go out and find these in-store online, Dollar Tree had them. So here's some pre-game. Go check your Dollar Trees. $3.75. Sell price $24.99. Making $17.49 per unit. Insane ROI. This is the ideal chart. If you can get stock and replan, I mean, it's going to be a great day for you. So this is something you love to see in the Amazon game. All right, on to the next one. This one is a chart that we're going to look at that is pretty consistent. 3 months here. We're going to go out to that. Pink going up and down a lot. Buy boxes jumping up and down, up and down, up and down. Orange, once again, we don't like to compete with Amazon, but this is a case where we can compete with Amazon, and I'll show you why. We'll go here to data. We'll go to buy box stats right here, and we can see that Amazon only gets 59% of the sales of the buy box. Meaning all these other sellers, less than 1%, they're getting sales 8%, 4%, 3%, 3%, 2%. They're all getting sales. They're all sharing the buy box with Amazon. They're all picking up sales here, which is good. Which is when you can compete with Amazon. Why are they picking up sales? Probably because Amazon's priced up here at $177. There's people down here at $142, $135, just cheaper. Now, what Amazon can do, what I've seen them do before, is basically undercut anyone that's trying to undercut them, which you don't really want to get into a price battle with Amazon. You will most definitely lose. So try to stay away from that. But this is a case where you can compete with Amazon here and continue to produce sales. All right, on to the next one. And this one is kind of, I mean, it's not even that bad, but I did want to bring this one up. So for this one, I believe it came back into stock on their website, so people were able to get stock again. People down here had stock from when they bought earlier, so these guys that were selling out may have only bought a few units, while these guys right here may have bought more, and they're selling at 310-ish, 313, 309, 320. And then it came back on their website, so you can see the jump here. It went from 3 sellers to 10, then it went from 10 to 25 fairly quickly. And this is where you can see when the price is decreasing, people are competing against each other since there's more supply and not enough demand to keep that price high. So here you can see the price goes from 313 clear down to 280 buy box wise, new at 256. So I'm sure that will show here. Something you hate to see on listings here. This guy's selling himself short. I mean, $25. I mean, I don't know what this seller is doing. Don't reverse source from them. You don't want to be on listings with sellers like this. But yeah, if people hold the price at 280, wouldn't be too bad. But if I were a betting man, I would definitely see these guys continuing to compete with each other, and the price will probably keep on dropping, especially if there's more people picking up stock. Then yeah, I can definitely see the price continuing to drop, maybe even down to that 250 mark where that guy's at now. If they were smart sellers, it would obviously price high and share the buy box around. All right, I already mentioned this one kind of earlier, but this is kind of Amazon to Amazon play. Here, these were selling. No one had stock. No one could get stock. They were selling for $83. This little stuffed animal. And then here, Amazon came into the listing, $29.99. People bought Amazon stock here, and you can see it jumping. So I'm assuming this guy, he could have taken the stock that Amazon was putting in so he can hold the price high. Not sure if he did or not. BSR is dropping, obviously, because the price drops. If the price drops, BSR is more likely going to drop because more people will be buying up the listing. The more people Amazon will show the listing to if the price is lower, more affordable. So that's something there. But yeah, people are buying them up from Amazon at $29.99 and reselling them back on the same listing for $65, $60, and then dropped to $47. Big drop there. $54.95. Assuming this guy sold out, that was selling for $47. The buy box even came back in here. That's $55, $62. And then these guys looked like they sold out right here. Looks like Amazon came back into stock for a very short amount of time. And then they came back big here. We actually posted this for an Amazon to Amazon play. And now people are buying Amazon when they come back in stock, selling on the same exact listing. And say you're buying from Amazon $29.99, selling for $57.99. Let's do some math here. It's not amazing right now. $5 profit, 18% ROI. It's definitely not amazing. Let's kind of bring it out to December, Q4 of last year. Let's kind of take a look at this. Last year, Q4, we're coming up on Q4. These were doing $70-ish all Q4. So if that repeats last year and they get back up to 70, it could definitely be a very nice play here. So that's something to keep in mind, especially this time of the year. Always pull it out to the year. Always check mid-October to December. See what they're doing Q4, especially anything giftable like toys, clothing, shoes, all that fun stuff. Always check. And yeah, basically see the stats the previous year. See if you can potentially make a play on what is currently a 15% ROI item that could potentially be a 40, 50, 60% ROI item a few months from now. All right, we're going to be looking at this limited edition Stanley. We posted this in Giles FBA. If you're in the Discord, join below. But we posted this. They went live. I'm pretty sure they had 2,000 stock. 2 or 10,000 stock. That's a big gap. But either way, they're in stock for about 8-ish minutes. Lainey Wilson collab with Stanley. Anyways, these were $50 or $55 retail. And since they're limited edition, obviously they aren't going to restock them. People have been collecting Stanley, so people are buying them up and hoarding them. So the supply is down, demand is still there for them. So you can see this listing's been live for 58 days. A lot of people sold on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, stuff of that sorts before the listing came. But you can see here, started out $200, dropped to around $185, and then ever since then, they're just getting bought up at $185 here, and you can see stocks dropping, prices going up here. It's staying pretty consistent around $200 to $220 mark. Buy box goes away, but they're still selling here, $225, and then here we go, another drop down. Price is just going to continue to rise here. $250 currently, which is unreal. Obviously limited edition. I can see these going for $500 here 6 months down the road. A lot of people sold for $100 to $150 day of or day after the drop. A lot of people got FOMO, bought them for $100, $150. People made $75, $125 next day. So definitely not bad, but definitely keep an eye out for limited edition items like this Stanley. You can definitely see a good return on stuff like this. In this next one, we're going to be looking at some golf balls. This one we'll pull out to a year. You can see Amazon right here, been in stock all year, $22.99 up until mid-July, which kind of makes sense, right? I guess golf season, middle of golf season, people are buying golf balls. So they went out of stock. We're gonna zoom back in here, went out of stock, and out, and out, and out. People are selling for $36. And then here they go on quite the drought, and they don't come back into stock. Walmart adds stock. So it looks like Walmart came into stock right about here. People were beginning to obtain stock from Walmart. And I know they're selling for around $43 right now. It looks like they're sitting at 38-ish. I believe the cost here was $22 and some change. People are making $4.69. FBA wise, personally, you see a spike like this, stay away more times than not, because what will happen, especially without, there's not a buy box, right? So people are going to penny war all the way down until they're break even or even not profitable. So I would personally stay away. All FBM sellers, by the way, too. So you could potentially send in some units to FBA, see if you can kind of grab, I guess there's not a buy box. If there was a buy box, though, you could see if you can try to get on an FBA dominated listing and see if you can kind of try to grab buy box, I don't know, $42 to $45 range. But yeah, once again, this doesn't have a buy box, so you couldn't really do that here. But definitely one to stay on the lookout for. Listings that jump from 2, even 1, clear up to 22 sellers in the matter of a week and a half. So keep your eyes peeled for stuff like this to stay away from. Similar to the last one we looked at, same thing. This was just a gradual increase in sellers and the gradual decrease here. This is a prime example of something to stay away from. You don't want to see this in listings. That's not good. Up in sellers, uptrend in sellers, decrease in price. Something you don't want to see. You want to see, quite frankly, the opposite, which I've shown a few times in this video. So just stay away from stuff like this as well. All right, last example I'm going to show of this video, something you do like to see, is similar to what I showed on the last example. Decrease in sellers, perfect. Increase in buy box, increase in price, love that. So if you can get your hands on stuff that's on the uptrend, it's going to be good for your pockets. This is definitely stuff you want to buy. 48 sellers. Let's go to the beginning of August, or end of August, beginning of September. 43 sellers, clear down to 11 sellers, and now actively 16 sellers. It dipped halfway in sellers, and the price went from $238 clear up to $310. Obviously, there was a slight dip here to $240. Back up to $290 though. If you can grab buy box at $310 or even $290, it's $50, $60, $70 more than what it was a week and a half ago, which is absurd. That just makes your margins that much bigger. Those were all the examples I had laid out for you guys. If you guys have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments. If you need Keepa, link top of the description. It's essential to further your Amazon career. I always tell people I don't sell products, I sell data. And in order to get the data, to buy the data, you need Keepa. You need the listings data. So make sure you have Keepa if you're an Amazon seller, OA, RA, wholesale, PL, anything. Make sure you have Keepa. SellerAmp as well. We'll link SellerAmp below as well. I'm pretty sure both of these have free trials, 14-day free trials. Use the links in the description. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.